Okay, so fam, I wanted to kind of do a full debriefing from last night, the protest here in Dallas. There are some things I want to address and make known. So I preface this with you please, I need you to share this video. Share it with everyone. Usually I don't allow people to share stuff from my page that is personal. Like we don't ever share pictures of my son. I share them with y'all because some of y'all have genuinely given me points and guidance when I needed it. And then he's just a joy to watch. But this video, you have my full permission. My camera does its own thing. You have my full permission to share this video. It's the camera. This camera does its own thing. Okay, I think I'm focused. So, you all know we went to the rally last night in Dallas. It made national news. For a few things I want to address. Number one, it was a peaceful rally. That was the intention. Started out with people speaking for a whopping 2 hours. And you had some reputable folks speak. Good points that I saw that were said was, number one, the movement needs money. And number two, black officers grow a pair. And just basic things that we've said over the years, over and over again, that do not seem to change. I want to discuss a couple of things. While in the rally, I was tear gassed twice. If you look at the videos, I did lives during the entire rally as much as I could. You've got probably an hour to 2 hours of footage. And with, oh, I'm hurting, Sheena. And so when I looked at the lives, I was like amazed because darn, it looked like I was on the Gaza Strip. All the blowing up, the shots, the explosions that were going on. And then, like I said, I was tear gassed twice. You see footage in the video, milk all over my face. It burned my eyes. It burned my throat. At one point, I thought I was going to die because my throat was closing. But my comrades, the other folks out there, took care of me. Thank you for that. I don't know that young lady's name, but I thank you, whoever it was that poured the milk on my face. And then there was my friend I want to say it's from the organization Dallas for Change. He's a cute kid with long hair. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. But this brother has taken care of me more than once. Thank you. Kept me out of jail once or twice. Well, last night. And then, and then, they shot rubber bullets at us. Blade has a rubber bullet as a souvenir from last night. They shot at me, missed, and I picked up the bullet. And then, I need to explain something here. While we were out there, number one, Chief Hall has said it twice in 2 interviews last night that I was with her, trying to diffuse volatile confrontation with law enforcement. Number one, everyone that I was talking to try to get them to not charge the police, throw things at the police, were people I have never seen before. Now, I'm somebody that's been in this movement for a few years and know just about everybody that's in it. These were folks that came uninvited with that activity in mind. They came to do harm. They were not with us. They were not with Collective Activism. They were not with Next Generation Action Network. They were not with Dallas Action for Change. They were not with Dallas Action. They were not with any of us. Additionally, after that happened, we had a Caucasian ally. She went to Chief Hall and told her she saw who did it, and they were white, busting them windshields and all of that. Now, I've got footage of those windshields being busted, but again, I had just been tear gassed. My eyes were not 100. My eyes aren't 100 any day. And so I couldn't really see. You can't see, I don't think, on the footage who did it. But I saw it happen. Y'all, these folks were so ignorant. They flattened the tires on the chief's SUV and busted the windshield, if I'm not mistaken, while she was in it. We don't call for that. We don't do that. That is not who we are, and that diminishes our message. So shame on you, the folks that did that foolishness. There were 600 people out there. The vast majority of us did what we were supposed to do. And I don't care what Jay-Z says, that we're past kneeling and we're past marching. His tail ain't been out there doing it, has he? He can throw money at the stuff, but for the rest of us that don't have money, we get out there and we march. We kneel. Our ancestors did that. Put Jay-Z in the position where he can talk down to the rest of us. And that was our goal last night. It got out of hand. I don't know who was doing all that cussing on my live. Anyway, after I've worked it out with Chief and understand there, I'm 5 foot away from Chief and I got tear gassed. And I told Chief, I was like, Chief, I got tear gassed after trying to help the situation, trying to defuse it. She was like, I got tear gassed too. Okay, that doesn't make it right. And let me be clear. I support Chief Hall. Now, Pam and Renee are friends. Chief Hall and Dr. Grayson, we go at it at times. We have differences. And that's that. But at the end of the day, I believe she's trying. We have to allow her room to have balance. She has to protect those officers as well as the community. And we don't like it when she protects the officers. And the officers, I'm sure, don't like it when she protects the community. And that's just the nature of her beast. I believe ultimately she's a good person that's trying to do right. Is every decision she makes, is it gonna be right? No, but that's for any leader. And while I'm on the subject of leadership, let me run down this vein. Yesterday before the march, I was shown a post on Next Generation Action Network's page from somebody. Let me pull this mess up. What organization did she... And understand, here in Dallas, you have multiple organizations. But this, honey, is with... I guess she's with Dallas Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression. She puts a nasty post, and I'm going to say her name. Katie LaWard put a nasty post on the page, talking about Minister Dominique Alexander. Let's be clear. No leader is perfect. I have seen some of the incidences that have gone with Minister Alexander. And I have my perceptions on that. But no one, and I'm not saying what he's done, he's made some mistakes, but no one deserves to be defined by their mistakes. Because I'm sure Miss Ward understands that. Understand this. Moses led the people out of Egypt. But guess what he did before that? He murdered somebody. Did his mistake define or stop his destiny? No, it did not. And I'm not condoning anything. But on the same hand, Minister Dominique Alexander, Next Generation Action Network, got 600 folks out there last night. And then on the same hand, when something goes wrong, he's the first name out of some people's mouths. And I saw other comments, well, I'm not going to participate because of so-and-so is a leader. Look, so you're going to sit at home, use that as an excuse. But then the next time, if it happens to somebody in your family, I bet Minister so-and-so and some so-and-so's name is going to be the first name out your mouth. Now is not the time to be divisive. Don't look for perfect leaders, because there are none. Everyone has their flaws. If not, God wouldn't have had the need to say, all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So what we're going to do is stop holding people accountable and look forward to moving this accountable. I'm going to say that over their past, and look forward to moving this movement forward. So now, last night, again at the march, I talk about Dallas Police Department. I have protested all over the Metroplex, and I have to say it, although I can't stand their mayor or Tarrant County DA, their police department, Fort Worth Police Department, when we did the protests, got all in their faces, made personal shots at them. I mean, y'all know Pam can be real petty, and that I was, but Fort Worth never said a word back. They held their ground. They did not come at us or hit us or anything like that. Now let's talk about last night with DPD. We're standing there. Now there were some folks that had sat in the street. Again, I had never seen these folks before. But again, they have a right to express civil disobedience. So they're sitting there, and I'm kind of standing in front of them trying to buffer, because I had been working, like I said, with the chief and others, trying to reduce the conflict, the violent conflict between the police and protesters, because that was not our goal. In fact, while I was sitting there talking to the people, one of the officers going to come start rubbing my back like we friends. I told him to get off me. I don't like you. And then went back to talking to the protesters that were trying to have violent confrontation. It was so bad, somebody threw bricks at the chief, physically. I didn't see it, but I was told about it. That's not what it's called for. We don't stand for that. What happened then? So we're standing in the line, and the SWAT line or whatever is moving forward. They're in their tactical gear, the shields. Why did the one sister have her shield upside down? But okay. Anyway, so we're standing there. I'm minding my own business. This Caucasian officer with blonde hair, for no reason, bam, hits me with her shield. Now, y'all know I forgot. I reached around that shield and I popped her. Sure did. Me and that girl had it out a couple other times. I popped her again, too. They finally took out the line because they knew I was gunning for her, and she was wrong. That was uncalled for. DPD hit me for no reason. I was trying to defuse. After that point, I said, that's how y'all gonna behave? I'm gonna cut up, too. And I just chose to stand my ground. 3 people trying to get the police off me. And finally, I chose to move. They didn't move me. That was unnecessary. So I said that to say, and there was another incident after they busted the windshields, and we're walking back. I've gotten instruction from the march leader to go south on Lamar and go back. We'll meet up there, and we're going to, debrief. And I'm assuming we were going to debrief and then eventually disperse. There was this Caucasian boy. He was volatile. He was clearly jacked up or high on something. Maybe even, maybe there's a mental issue. But yes, this joker, after the police have told us to go, and we were going, chose to run back up to the police, talking about, what are you going to do for me? What are you arresting me for? You shot me, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, oh my gosh. Again, he's not with us. But in the famous words of Dr. Raymond Adams, we have to see the God in everyone regardless. He was still a child of God. So myself and my friend from Dallas Organization for Change, we went back, and we're trying to protect this dude, trying to get him to turn around. Please go the other way. Please go the other way. Please go the other way. Neither one of us can restrain him because the guy was amazingly strong. I had calmed him down some, but then another sister came, and he behaved so badly. And then eventually there was a larger black man that could restrain him, and he got him to finally leave. But here's the thing. Dallas Police Department, you still behave badly. We're getting the dude to calm down, and this fool in the tank, he's standing up outside of the tank, and of course he's got the loudspeaker antagonizing the boy on purpose. We'll get him calm down, and then go eat your food. We will get him to calm down, and Dallas Police Department will say something to antagonize him. We get him walking the other way. Go home or you're going to jail. Then that would spark him up and he'd turn right back around. And then, and I went out. Because you're sitting there antagonizing this kid on purpose, so you have a reason to shoot him. Because he was walking up on that tank. Whole line of DPD was out there, of course, with their shields. He was walking up on him. Wasn't with us and was clearly not in his right mind. So eventually we get the guy to turn around. There's a young lady there. She's refusing to leave. And again, when we are marching, I hate that we broke formation. That's how they got some of us. And then secondly, we leave no man behind. So I couldn't leave until this young lady chose to leave. And she wouldn't leave because I guess there was a homeless shelter down the street. And her friends were protesting there. And they got caught. They broke formation. They got caught by themselves. DPD surrounded them. That's it. When the police surround you, that's a wrap. They got you. They're going to shoot tear gas into that. They're going to bring you to your knees. And they'll justify their bullshit. We finally got her to leave, and she broke down crying because she knew her friends were taken advantage of. They were got. One of the officers chose to make a comment about my mother, indicating, what was his comment? Your mother must be real proud of you. Bitch, don't you ever talk about my mother again. And when I got through ranking him on his own mama, who probably ages like milk while mine aged like wine, he shut up. In fact, when I got to talking about him so bad, the line of officers standing right next to the tank, they busted out laughing at him. They were sitting there talking about him and making fun of him. Don't you ever do that again. And that was petty. And I am reporting it and have reported it to Chief Hall because this isn't the first time. Dallas police officers, they incite riots. That is not the first time. The last one talked about my child. And so we're clear. Blade was not with me during any of this. One of his awesome former teachers took him for me so that I could do what I needed to do. And I appreciate that. And this young lady, this was her first time at a protest. This protest is different. George Floyd's murder is the straw that is going to break this camel's back. So now, okay, let's talk about my purpose. Oh, number one. Okay. The movement needs money. Period, point blank. We need money. If we could have money, we could have gas masks to protect us from the tear gas. We need money to, even if we could have t-shirts to show who the leaders are during one of these events. The promotion of events, securing of speakers, securing of locations for trainings, all of that takes money. And let me be clear. At least I don't need your money. So know that when I say that I'm going to give money or put money or donate money, first of all, I give to worthwhile organizations, and I give to organizations that I can trust. Friendship West Baptist Church is one that I trust. At any rate, I started a GoFundMe this morning because we need money. My organization is called Collective Activism. I'm the director and the founder of that. And this organization is one I have seen a lot of the social justice or injustice victims. They need help. Beyond just us protesting when it's convenient or while the subject is hot. What I have seen is these victims strutted across cameras, all in the news, all over social media, and then when it dies down, they kind of just left to go on their own. And then on top of that, during the process, their full holistic needs are not being taken into consideration. A lot of times, if you go through this, just being black in America, you're traumatized. But to have been a victim of a severe social justice, where you've been shot, you've been injured, we've sustained someone's death, that is a horrible emotional trauma for which many people need help. They need money to live because they've lost money during the process. They need maybe long-term mental health care. They may need short-term financial help. But a lot of times people don't look into that. I have been there. I have sat in the courtrooms with these folks. I have found necessary programs to sustain any issues they've had. I have tried to hook people up with mental health care. Nothing but sitting and hearing them talk. These are services that are needed. And that is what my organization is. And it is called Collective Activism. You'll find it on Facebook. My site will be up here shortly as well. And I will show you the page on Facebook. Yeah. Oh dear. Are you gonna show me my page? Oh, you just can't be easy, can you? Okay, there it is. That is Collective Activism. Okay. So, and there are many other great sites here in Dallas. Like I said, I've mentioned a few of the other organizations. Bottom line is all of us need money. So I did create a GoFundMe under Collective Activism. You'll be able to see that as well. Give me just a minute.
Say hi.
Oh gosh, he's got a mouthful of pizza. Come on, say hi. Okay, you said it. That was my son Blade, who I am fighting for continuously. But I'm asking you for donations there. Please help us out. I will give a financial accounting for everything. Meaning, I will come on here and then say and let you all know, hey, this is what was done with that. It's on my Facebook page. You'll find the link to the fundraiser on the Facebook page. And I'm not going to ask you to do what I wouldn't do. The greatest movement to me last night, the greatest part of that movement, the greatest act of that movement was when I get a text from a longtime friend. We went to UAPB together saying, what's your cash app? I'm going to donate to the cause. Wow. And out there while marching on a bullhorn, my cash app receives the donation. That being said, the young lady didn't give me permission to use her name. I will go ahead and use it. Not use it, but I will share that with that person. The donation you gave me is in the GoFundMe. Additionally, I got a check today from my insurance company, my car insurance company. A refund, premium refund. That has already been donated. That was money I didn't anticipate, didn't know was coming, so I'll be okay without it. I donated that already. I will not ask you to do what I won't do. So while I've seen many people for the fundraiser, if you're for it, could you please give $5, $10? Anything helps. Now, what I'm going to do with the money, number one, I need to build collective activism infrastructure. And then I will also share with the other organizations here in Dallas. One organization can't do it all, but we do need to act collectively. So I hope that you all will consider donating. It's our cause. We're fighting for our lives. So we have to validate our cause, our purpose, and give our money. They're not going to do it. Because like I said, last week I was building my website and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this language is too strong. Basically, my thought was white people aren't going to want to give. Then don't. If you can't understand what I'm going through, my reality, keep your money. Y'all go hang with Jay-Z. There are those of us out here with boots on the ground that need the financing. And will do right with it. Because again, I don't need your money. I'm good. We don't have everything we want, but we got everything we need. So, you all understand what we went through last night? I'm hurting. Actually, now my head is beginning to hurt. Neck down. I came home last night. I was so tired, so sore. I could barely walk. Because, I mean, after she hit me with the shield, I got hit with the shield 2 or 3 more times. You've been tear gassed twice. Having to take a long walk, gather up. I brought up the tail hand, made sure all the protesters got out of the area, and so forth. So, again, y'all, please give. No act of change comes without a cost. And I know for me it's physical, it's mental, emotional, and for everybody it's financial. Come on.
Can I have some dessert?
Oh my gosh.
That's all I had to say.
That's all he had to say. You'll get it when I come in there. I need to see what you ate.
I ate one piece of pizza and one meat.
Oh, get out my video.
Really? I can't have no dessert.
You'll get dessert when I come in there.
How?
That's what I fight for. And I will do that till the day I die. So again, please give. Love y'all. Thank you for watching and sharing.
Bye.
He says bye too.